Hi and welcome to VeloGPS. In this video we're going to show you how to set up the data screens on your Garmin Edge 20 and 25, as well as some of the basic settings and options that are available. So if we scroll down from the ride screen using the bottom right button here, we scroll through history, courses, and then we hit the settings options. So you select that with the top right button and you can see that you've got various settings, but if we look at ride settings first of all, there's four options. So there's laps, auto pause, auto scroll, and data fields. So data fields enables you to set up your data pages. So you can see here that you have two data pages that you can set up. Page number one has 3 data fields available, and that is a set amount. You can't adjust that, you can't increase it or decrease it. But what you can do is just change what is displayed in each of those fields. So you can see it's telling me in the top option I've got distance at the moment. But if I want to change that, I just hit select. And then we have all of the data field options here, which we can then scroll down to view. So we've got speed, average speed, calories, cadence, total ascent, elevation, time, and then back to distance. So we're happy with that. We're going to select that. And then we can scroll down. And again, if we wanted to change any of the other options, it's exactly the same process. You select it, and you can just see here it's the same data field options that you have. And when you're happy with it, you hit select. So once you're happy with the fields that you've got displayed here, and we've got average speed at the bottom, you just hit the back arrow on the left, and then we set up page number 2, which only has 2 data fields on this occasion. Again, that can't be adjusted. And the options we have here are elevation and time, and it's exactly the same process for setting them up and exactly the same data fields. So once you're happy with your 2 data pages that you've got selected, we can just take a little look at some of the other ride settings options here. So we have laps at the top. So this just selects from the auto lap option whether the device automatically records a lap after 1 mile, 5 miles, or whether you have that setting off. So we have it turned off at the moment. We have auto pause, which you can turn on or off. So auto pause will pause the device when you stop at a junction and automatically restart it when you start moving again. And then finally we have auto scroll. So there's a number of screens that when you're actually making a ride and you've started the device will be displayed. So we've shown you 2 data screens already that we've set up. You may also have the course or mapping page displayed if you're riding a preset course that you've uploaded from Garmin Connect. There's also a page that displays the time of day. So you've got a number of pages there, so you can either have it turned off, the auto scroll, in which case you can manually scroll between the pages using the keys on the device, or if you have it set to slow, medium or fast, then the device will automatically scroll between those pages. Okay, so that covers the options here. So if we move back, that's the ride settings catered for. You can then use Connect Sensor to connect something like a heart rate monitor or a cadence sensor. You can also pair the Edge 25 with a smart Bluetooth phone. We then have course options. So courses are routes that you have mapped out using Garmin Connect and uploaded to your device, and then if you're riding them you can choose to have either turn prompts turned on or off and segment prompts. So turn prompts are when you're approaching a junction, the device will pop up a turn alert with a countdown of distance to the junction and a little arrow indicating where you're going to turn. So you can have those turned on or off. And then segment prompts are fairly similar. So if you have put a segment, or if there is a segment within a course that you have mapped on Garmin Connect, you can choose to have that included within your course, and then as you're riding the course a segment alert will pop up on the screen to warn you that you're starting the segment and to let you know when you've completed it, so you know when to apply maximum effort. So you can have those either turned off or on. Okay. We then have user profile, which is some of the basic data that you input into the device when you turn it on for the very first time. But if you wanted to adjust some of these, such as weight, if you've shed a few pounds during your summer training, then you can adjust those options there. System settings are very basic things such as the language, the time of day and how that is displayed, whether that's 24-hour or normal. Then backlight timeout chooses whether that automatically dims, and you'll have seen it doing it as we've been working through with the device, or whether the backlight is always on, but obviously that's going to be a little bit more battery hungry. We can turn tones on and off, we can choose whether we're going to display miles or kilometres, and then we can choose to have GLONASS turned on or off. Now this is an additional, I guess, satellite tracking GPS mechanism that's a little bit more accurate, but will just increase battery drain by a small amount. So we tend to have it turned on unless we're going to do a really long ride. Okay, so that is just a very quick overview of how to set up your data screens, as well as how to set up the various settings on your Garmin Edge 20 or 25.